What's up, guys? Brennan here again. I know I'm still looking a little bit, ooh, yeah, look at that. Anyway, I'm looking a bit haggard from winter time. It's still insane outside, but I wanted to talk to you guys because I just read this interesting article in the Washington Post that was talking about how student loan debt right now is the most delinquency debt that there is. It's been up. It's about 11.3%. About 1 in every 10, slightly more people is delinquent on their student loans. I know I have at one time or another. Like these things just happen, especially when you're trying to make ends meet or you're in between jobs. Anyway, the thing I wanted to talk about though was the cost of college, and I've talked about this a little bit in the past. But the thing that I want to mention now is that we're quickly approaching a time, I think, where the value of a college degree is going to be much lower than the price of a college degree. Now, value is not something that people talk about a heck of a lot. I have a little bit in the past talked about why you shouldn't go to college, and I've said that it's not necessarily that you shouldn't totally go to college. It's just that you need to take a really good look at the options that are available to you. Now, I went to college and I paid a lot out of pocket. I worked a lot during college, but I've since had to do a variety of different self-learning things when I've started different companies or done different endeavors in my own. The point I'm trying to make, though, is that as we're entering a new era where education is going to be largely electronic, largely online. It's going to be largely self-determined or self-driven. And as that occurs, the cost of actually the cost price of going to an actual classroom and sitting down with somebody and going through at a mediocre pace to learn something is going to become ridiculous, both in terms of the actual price monetarily, but also in terms of time. Consistently, the number one thing that a lot of millionaires and billionaires cite for being wealthy is having a lot of knowledge. And there's a reason why Bill Gates and Warren Buffett say that they want to be able to read or consume information faster if they had one superpower. And it's because they can do a lot more with that knowledge. And yet, we don't have a financial education in the United States. Like, at no time did I ever have a class that tried to explain the difference between price and value to me. I mean, that concept might have come up like in passing, and I know that at one time in a class I had called Close-Up, we did we had to come up with like a personal budget and stuff like this. But we live in a system that has only one resource, and that's money. That's it. It's the only resource we have. I mean, in terms of exchange, and it's fantastic that at no time has that been evaluated and taught. I mean, of course, a lot of other things come with school than just a degree, the knowledge, of course, and besides that, connections, people that you meet. I mean, I think it's probably worth the price of going to an Ivy League school or a place like this, because the connections you're going to make are going to probably serve you throughout the rest of your life. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily have met those people otherwise. But for people who don't, I don't know if the value is there. I'd love to hear what you think, of course. Leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button. I just really want to get this conversation going and learn what all of you guys think about this. I don't have the answers. I'm just bantering about with the questions that are rattling around the brain. I want to hear what you think. Meanwhile, the madness continues.